Top 10 NFL defensive ends, 10 to 6, 20. Mario Addison, age 29. Julius Peppers, age 37. Michael Johnson, age 30. Ezekiel Ansah, age 28. Kerry Hyder, age 26. Mike Daniels, age 28. Melvin Ingram, age 28. Daniel Hunter, age 22. Olivier Vernon, age 26. Jason Pierre-Paul, age 28. Muhammad Wilkerson, age 27. Leonard Williams, age 23. Cameron Hayward, age 28. Number 10, Joey Bosa, age 22. Joey Bosa jumping on this list super quickly as guy that went from rookie and now in his second year and he's already number 10. So this is kind of my risky kind of thing for me to actually put him on there. He's shown me a lot within the year for me to not put him on there. I believed he deserved to be on there, and so it was fitting for me to put him on here ahead of guys like Ansah and Peppers and those kind of guys, and Daniel Hunter, like I said, and those kind of guys, Ingram, all those people. I just think he's just NFL ready. I think he had really great games where you just had to sit back and be like, whoa, we're seeing a future NFL star. Again, I think him and Daniel Hunter will definitely compete for this kind of thing. I think Hunter is mostly close to topping off Joey Bosa. Just Joey Bosa was so overhyped and just so overlooked, and I looked at him a lot, and I saw Daniel Hunter, but I saw Joey Bosa having just better games a bit. Again, not saying I'm right, not saying that I'm totally right on this. I'm just going to put him at number 10 right now, just because I see a lot of potential in him and a lot of just upside to him. But like I said, next year's next year, and he might not be on this list next year, or he might, and we might kick another guy that's older or something. I don't know. All I know is that he is going to be number 10 right now, and as you can see, he's played in 12 games, started in 11, had 10.5 sacks and 29 tackles. So you see that in his first year, not bad, pretty productive, and the productivity led him to winning the AP Defensive Rookie of the Year. So, like I said, very good honor, very, very good honor for a first-year guy getting involved in this Chargers defense. I think he's a very valuable key piece to them, and again, he signed for a while. He signed a 4-year, $25.87 million contract with San Diego when he actually was a rookie. So now it's 3 years, but very, very good contract for a rookie, let me tell you. But yeah, no, I think he is deserving of being on here, and just got to keep it up. I think he'll get a lot better though for next year for sure. Number 9, Calais Campbell, age 30. So Calais Campbell, part of the Jaguars organization, no more with Arizona. I feel like in Arizona, he was very valuable, but he just wanted a better market, I guess. I think he wanted to be more of a star in a way, just because Chandler Jones, Patrick Peterson, Matthew kind of stole the spotlight from him. So either that or he just wanted a new transition, not sure. Either or, he got paid 4 years, $60 million. So he'll be there in Jacksonville for a while. Hopefully his numbers don't drop. I feel like they will be the same. Again, he's a big dude at a D-end spot that I think, either he will be at D-end or D-tackle. If he does end up being a D-tackle, then you can see that he's most likely not going to be on the D-end list next year. He might be on the D-tackle list, depending on his numbers. But right now he is number 9 on this list. He's very overlooked, very overshadowed. A guy that people don't really know much about, but I feel like he is a a beast. He's a beast out there on the football field, and he's really, really, really scary. He's intimidating, and not many O-line can really get to him. You know, he's just a big dude, big body dude that's ready to just all motor out there. You know, looking at what he's done: 6 games played, 16 started. He had 34 tackles. He did get a safety out there. 34 tackles, 19 assists, so it's pretty much a total of like around 50-something tackles. 8 sacks. He had a touchdown. He had a touchdown off 2 forced fumbles. He had 3 fumble recoveries. He also had 6 pass deflections and 1 interception. So he was all over the field. It was very good to see. Yeah, all over the field type of guy. And, you know, he's going to get it done. Didn't get to the playoffs this year. That's very unfortunate. Didn't make the Pro Bowl this year. That's very unfortunate. I feel like he definitely should have. But, yeah, overall, he's a focal point to this new Jaguars team. I think this defense is very improved since signing him, I would say. It's very good that they signed this guy. He's a good veteran leader, and he balls out. So, number 8, Cameron Jordan, age 33. So there's not much to say about Cameron Jordan other than he's a boss. He's a power guy. He's a guy that's, you know, trying to make sure it's a mess out there for O-line, for opposing QBs, and he's a great fit to that New Orleans kind of system. You know, he's the leader of it. He makes sure they're all lined up. I think this defense is a lot better with Cameron Jordan out there for sure. I think they're a pretty good defense. I wouldn't say they're the top defense, obviously, but they're getting there to being kind of like an 09 kind of defense, to be quite honest with you. They're getting there. It's a process, but they are definitely getting there because we've seen very bad New Orleans defenses in the past. With Drew Brees just carrying them now, it's more like Cameron Jordan can pick up his own, and his defensive core can definitely pick up their own a bit too. So we'll see how they do in terms of playoff-wise. But you're looking at right now 40 tackles, 18 assists for a combined of 58 tackles. He had 7.5 sacks. He had a forced fumble, 6 pass deflections, and he started and played 16 games. So overall, he was very valuable. He made his mark on the field. He had some sacks, and you know, he just got it done. You know, he was able to just kind of wreak havoc out there on the field, and that's why he's a very good Pro Bowler kind of D-end. The unfortunate thing about it is that he's not a Pro Bowler at all. He didn't get named to it this year. Sad. I feel like it's because of the sacks, and that's about it pretty much. I mean, overall, he was always active of what he was doing. I feel like he definitely should be a Pro Bowler, so I think he could have got snubbed there. But either or, he's on this list. He's a great D-end. He's more advanced than Bosa right now, and he's also a little bit better than Campbell. And his contract right now is 4 years, $44 million. So, like I said, we will see what that gives to him. If he will have a better year next year, maybe a 15-sack year. We'll see. Number 7, Everson Griffin, age 29. So Everson Griffin makes up a really good defensive team on the Minnesota side. I think the Vikings are a very good team moving forward. I think they can definitely be a Super Bowl contender in the future. Again, they're hosting the Super Bowl this coming year in Minnesota. So I think whoever gets to Minnesota, you never know. They might be in Minnesota playing for the Super Bowl. First ever team to be in the Super Bowl in their own hometown. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, he's a very big part of this defense. 29 years old. He's a veteran. He's been through it. And he's really come to his own this past 3 years or so. His 27 through 29 years pretty much have been pretty solid. He's kind of found himself a little better. I just feel like he's just more developed, and he's just ready to go. I think he's going to have a better season this year because he did drop down a little bit in the sack total number, but he was still a force to be reckoned with. I think he's just a really good D-end, and that's why he got a new contract of 4 years, $58 million. Well spent for them. $58 million for a guy that produces for this defense. That's a good leader. That's a good player overall. So now you look at 16 games he played and started. He had a combined tackles of 48. He had 8 sacks. He had 3 fumble recoveries, 2 forced fumbles, 1 touchdown from that. Also 1 pass deflection, and like I said, he's played every game. So he was a wrecking. He wrecked opponents. He wrecked the line, and he was very well. He was just a disruption on the offensive side. So he was what everyone needed. He was what Minnesota wanted. He was what the coaches were just definitely loving from him. And 2016 Pro Bowl. So back-to-back Pro Bowls for him. Very deserving of that. I believe Everson Griffin is definitely starting to really come to his own, and I'm excited watching him. So I'm really excited to watch him. So next year, I believe he will have a tremendous year. Number 6, Carlos Dunlap, age of 28. So Carlos Dunlap, he's just what a player, what a guy. He's really not much of an injury-prone kind of guy anymore. You know, he was a guy for a while that's like, is this guy gonna get healthy? Is this guy gonna be able to actually start for this team? And he's really come to his own. Last year he had monster numbers, 13.5 sacks there. He did drop down a bit, but he was able to really be a disruption to this defense. Honestly, like, he was a disruption to this defense. What I mean is, like, he was the leader. He was the pump up guy. He was the man. He was the guy that this defense actually looked towards to, and the disruption, the main guy of the defense, the leader, the guy that was going to make sure that he was going to pump up his guys so they can play football, so they can get on the field, they can destroy offenses. And I think that's what he did. He was just had a really good season, and I really think he's a main focal point in the defense of the Cincinnati Bengals. I believe that this team they have a lot of shots to get to the Super Bowl. They just need to get out of the wild card round. If I can see Cincinnati farther than the wild card round, that'd be awesome. I don't know if Andy Dalton's the problem. I just feel like this entire team just has bad luck overall when they have to go to the playoffs. If it's not a Texans team, it's a Pittsburgh team or something like that along those lines. They just never have that luck to really get to the next round. They're a very good team, very good regular season team, a team that's a force to be reckoned with. But can Cincinnati take the next step? That is still a question. So we'll see how they do. I feel like they have the ability to, but they just have to step up in big games. Honestly, that's just the truth. Now, Carlos Dunlap, 16 games he played and started. He had 49 tackles for 8 sacks and 3 forced fumbles, 15 pass deflections. For a guy that's not a cornerback, 15 pass deflections for a D-end is very good. It means he's there, he's active, he's reading the quarterback, he's doing everything he can, and it shows that kind of charisma. You know, it shows that kind of that will to want to win, the will to learn, and honestly, it's pretty good. And like I said, he's a Pro Bowler. Got to the Pro Bowl this year, so very well deserved. And his contract says it all. His contract got 2 years, $15.75 million. I feel like that's a little low for him. I wouldn't be shocked if he does not stay in Cincinnati after his contract, because he deserves more money than that. But we'll see. Maybe they extend his contract. Maybe they pay him more money. All I know is he's worth it. Very good player. And right now, just better than the other 4 right now. Just not top 5 yet. He still needs to get more monster seasons for me to really get on this list. And even better, he needs to be better than he was. Dropping down is not great. So hopefully he does. I believe in him. I think the Bengals are a playoff team.